Hey, it's your girl Kezia Nicole with another episode with Parents Out the Mud. And I am super excited to talk to y'all today to talk about a very sensitive subject to me as a mother of six who have adult children and younger children. Lord, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. I was almost done, y'all. I was almost done, and then I had a few more. So my children ranges from the ages of 26 to 3. Yes, I said it. 3 years old. And so today we're going to talk about the reality that when you build a business and whether or not your business will survive. So drop legacy in the comments if you ever wonder whether your child will carry on what you've built. A lot of us are out here hustling and grinding and building our businesses. And so, just for a reminder, for those of you that haven't, make sure you subscribe to this channel, Parents Out the Mud. Hit the like button. It helps boost engagement. Okay, it helps me increase my subscribers, so I can, just to be honest with you, so I can get a little money. Just a little bit. It ain't gonna be much because we just starting out, but really, ultimately, the biggest thing is I want to be able to help parents who want to either start a business so they can be more available for their children, or how to manage their business more efficiently. And one of the things that I noticed about businesses in different cultures, their whole entire family, their kids, they get the business and they stay with the business and they grow the business for years to come. Don't you wonder how certain groups of people, will say the elite, the people with the bag, the rich people, the wealthy people, it's like they own a whole industry. That one family holds their own industry because their children, their grandchildren, their great grandchildren, their great great grandchildren, they maximize off of the leverage of what their parents, grandparents, great grandparents started, right? They leverage that and they use that not to reinvent the wheel. They learn the business. And does it really make sense to work your butt off to build something great, but what happens when your kid doesn't care? Okay, you didn't grind this hard just for your business to disappear when you go meet the Lord, right? Right? So let's get real. Let's get real. If you've been struggling with this, like I've been struggling with this, okay, you are not alone. Let's talk about why this is happening. Why is it that you sacrifice time, energy, and resources to build something real? And why does your child not see the value? Why, when you hustle and grind and try to build this business, and maybe this business allows them to have the freedom to be able to do what they want to do, maybe your business that you built actually pay for those shoes and those and the new latest iPhone, but they don't see the value in it. They ignore or dismiss what you built, or advice that you're giving them, or when you try to get them to do this activity or do that activity for the business, they resent you for it. You don't want to force them, but you don't want to see everything fall apart either. So who here has tried to get their child involved in the business? Drop legacy into the comments. If you watch this on replay, drop legacy in the comments if you try to involve your child in the business, but it just didn't click, right? If this hits home, drop legacy in the comments. And I really want to discuss what happens, what really happens. Why is it that they don't see the value in your business? It's not because they're lazy and don't care, or is it? Or they don't see the connection between your business and their future? Or could it be like some kids think that's your dream, not mine? I know one of mine told me that, like, oh, that's your stuff. I'm trying to find my own pathway. It's literally like you want to start over, you want to reinvent the wheel so you can start struggling, but like start over. Sometimes our children, they're like that. Others don't even understand the value of the business ownership because they've never struggled the way that you did. And that happens oftentimes when you have parents who have to get it out the mud, like we're getting it out the mud, okay? Hence, pun intended. You got it out the mud, and so your child, although they benefit from you getting it out the mud, they don't see the value. And for real talk, three reasons, there's about three reasons I'm going to share with you that your child won't engage with the business. Number one, they were never taught why behind the ownership. I find that once they understand why you own or the purpose of it, oftentimes you can they'll see you working, but they don't see what's in it for them, the with them for them. Number two, they don't have the financial skin in the game. You're sitting here, going without and everything, but without responsibility, they don't feel an investment. I mean, even when you work a full-time job, like less scrap running a business, but even working a full-time job, sometimes they can't connect to the responsibility or the lack of investment. And three, they never had to struggle for survival like you and I did. Like I was scraping and researching and trying to figure out how to get out of the mud. Well, they were already clean. So their investment in being able to maintain the business is not all the time there because there's none for them. And oftentimes they feel that they've always had comfort. So the drive, we want our kids to be driven. Like, why you don't, when I was your age, da, 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 da. They don't care about that. They don't have the drive to build something that isn't there because it's always been there. Right? Right? Exactly. Hold on, y'all. Hello. Mm-hmm. 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 Extra. Okay. Let's see. All right. Let me see what I can do. All right. I'll call back in a second. Thanks. All right. Bye. Hey, so as a parent, you get them phone calls. We're gonna wrap this up real fast and let's finish talking about it. Part three. What does this mean for your legacy? The risk of doing nothing, right? What if you don't do anything? What if you don't try to do anything? You don't try to encourage them to join your business, right? To invest in this business. And here's the real hard truth. If they don't learn now, your business may not survive past you. Because businesses ultimately don't businesses don't die because of bad products. Sometimes, a lot of times, they die because there's a bad succession plan, right? If you don't have a succession plan at all, then ultimately your business and all the work that you've invested will go down the drain. And 70% of family businesses don't make it past the second generation. You built this for a reason. And so ultimately it's up to you to make sure that it doesn't disappear. And so if you're serious about making sure that your hard work outlives you, I want you to drop legacy in the comment right now. Drop legacy in the comment if you hear what I say, you resonate with what you hear me say, and you want to make sure that your hard work outlives you. Drop legacy in the comment. And what won't work, and there what won't work, there are like mistakes that a lot of parents make when they're trying to motivate their kids, right? Like we understand that, like, if you do nothing, if you don't try to get your legacy or your children engaged, that you could lose all of the hard work that you do. And maybe that is the plan. You're just starting a business just to survive. But if you are starting a business because you want to create legacy, generational wealth, this is a subject that we have to really talk about. And there are some mistakes that a lot of parents, I myself, made early on, because I got different generations of kids, is forcing them into the business. When I forced my child into the business, it just led to resentment. They literally didn't want to have nothing to do with the business because it was too much. The second thing is For the next child, I was hoping that they figured it out later. But sometimes later equals negative. And the last mistake that I have made is assuming that they'll see the value when they get older. And if they don't see it now, they may not care later. So my question is, what is the solution? Okay, what's the solution? What's the solution? What's the solution? Well, one of the solutions for sure is you register for Out the Mud and Into Profit Workshop. That's one of the solutions, because we're going to talk about strategies on how to secure your family's legacy, how to get your young people involved, how to get them invested in the all of the hard work that you are doing. And you need to be at this workshop on February 20th. If it's your goal to leave a legacy, and leave generational wealth and have generational wealth, register parentsoutthemud.com. Let me put it at the bottom so you guys can register parentsoutthemud.com /coaching programs. And when you register, you are not only investing in your business, you are actually supporting a charity. You're supporting Young Investors Group Investor Leadership Academy, ILA. And what ILA does is we help young adults step into their entrepreneurship, young people, young adults, and youth step into their entrepreneurship and financial leadership. So it's definitely an opportunity for you to invest more than just yourself. You have an opportunity to invest in your business and the community at the same time. Hey, invest in your business and the youth. Okay, I'm not rapping. Hold on. Let me get that cadence right. Invest in the youth and your business at the same time. Let's go. Hey, damn time. Okay. But yes, absolutely. Make sure that y'all subscribe. Make sure you if this conversation hits home and you want to take the next steps to ensure you have generational wealth, that your legacy, the people that you are working for the hardest, okay? If it hits home, this conversation hits home for you, don't make sure you register. Your legacy isn't just what you build, it's what you pass down. Okay? The question is, will your child be ready to receive it? You can build generational wealth all you want, but if you don't teach your young people how to manage it, or they're not ready to receive it, it literally can cause them more harm than good. So again, go ahead and register for Parents Out the Mud. Subscribe to Parents Out the Mud. Share this information, as well as register for this upcoming workshop, Out of the Mud into Profit. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you share this show. Talk about it. I would love to hear your feedback on what you have done to ensure that everything that you're building actually reach the next generation and the generation after that. All right. See y'all on tomorrow. We're going to wrap up, do a recap of all of this week's training over the past 2 to 3 weeks. I've been talking about business. I've been talking about mindset. I've been talking about how to pass it on to the next generation. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.